Hey guys, Greg Mazza, Homecare Breakthrough Solutions. So today we're going to talk about one of the most important foundational pieces for scaling your home care business. And I don't know how many of you guys follow sports, but when you look at like teams like the New England Patriots, at least when they had Tom Brady, and you look at teams that have won consistently in sports, there's one thing that they're constantly focused at, and it's building a championship winning team. So I'm going to talk to you today about how you can do that in your business and the key things you need to look at and look for. But the truth of the matter is there are many of you, I've been here before, where you're struggling. You're trying to get stuff done. You're the owner. You got so many hats. You're trying to delegate. You're trying to get the right people doing the right things. And what ends up happening is that when you don't have the right structure and the right format, you don't get as much done. You're not as productive, and your company stalls. All right, and part of it, and there's two primary culprits why this happens. Number one, you don't have the right structure, right? You've got someone who's doing 3 different roles, or you've got someone who, like, you're focusing more on scheduling and care coordination, but you're missing the recruiting piece. So company structure has such an integral part of helping you grow and scale your business. There's only so many structures based on the size of your company. It's like 0 to 1 million. There's a handful of ways that you can structure your company. 1 to 2 million or 3 million, there's another handful of ways that you can do it. As you get to 3 million, it gets a little bit more complex, and there's a lot more different ways to structure it. But the reality is that your company structure has a key role in determining your ability to grow and scale. The second part, and the obvious one, I think, is not having the right players in the right seats, right? You've heard this saying before, you don't have the right people in the right seats of the bus. And I know what that's like. And when that happens, I was talking about this in some of the other videos when I talk about recruiting. You may have someone doing recruiting, they don't have the right traits, the right qualities to be successful in that role. Same thing with sales. You're gonna have someone in the sales seat, but if they don't have the right traits, the right qualities, if it's not the right person, you're not gonna get the results. And I learned this the hard way because I've invested so much money in putting some of the wrong people in the wrong seats, thinking that they were the right people, and in actuality, they weren't, and we floundered, right? Or we stalled. So when you're building the right structure for your company, or when you're trying to get to a place where you have this foundational piece, because I promise you, you will grow so much faster if you have the right people in the right seats on the right bus. That's the new terminology. Right people, right seats, right bus. The right bus is the structure. The right people, right? In order to have the right person, you got to make sure that you're looking at the right traits and the qualities for that specific role. The next piece is you've got to have the right system too, right? So if you have the right people in the right seats on the bus, you got to have the right system. Okay, meaning that the process that you've created for that role, because you can have the right person, but if you don't have the system in place, it's not going to get done. So you got to make sure your people have the tools and the resources that they need to be successful. And then the last part is the right accountability. Okay? Because you're going to have the right person in the right seat with the right system, but if they don't have the accountability piece, they are not going to be as productive. So when you have these things working in unison and working in conjunction, you will become more successful, you'll get more done, you'll be more productive, your team will be more productive, you'll have a process, a system for knowing where you are, what it's gonna take to get to the next level in your business and be able to scale. So hope this helped you guys. If you haven't downloaded this, we talk about building a championship winning team in the Scaling Your Home Care Business free blueprint that we've created. So it's absolutely free. You guys can get a copy of it. Just put your information in. We'll make sure you get a copy. But please, guys, make sure that you guys are getting the right people in the right seats on the right bus, and that you have the right systems in place with the right accountability, and you're going to watch your business grow so much faster. All right, that's all I've got. Bye-bye.